I hate this fucking movie.
Damn it. This scene did have my favorite line of the movie, but I also can't remember who delivered it because this movie's so stupid.
Yeah.
Which was, try not to move your lips so much when you think.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm going to say that to someone at some point.
I'm the big telling the bounce, you gotta let him in. I'm in the city, you know I'm repping the sounds. In high school, you know I used to put 5 on it. Let me pay him some homage, I'm always keeping it honest. How the hell you gonna tell me to get it when you know I got it?
All right, welcome back to the Black and White Cinema Podcast with Kev and Ugie coming at you from the Creative Block in Seattle. I'm Kev.
I'm Ugie.
And boy, are we glad to be back.
Yeah.
It is we have a film for you. But before we get into this film, I want to be sure and give a shout out to the best comment that I've received so far. So this one is from Avery in San Francisco. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I subscribe.
I like that.
Shout out Avery. You're a real
shout out
one.
Avery. I love that. I'm just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's fair. We're glad to have you, my friend. What else is going on, Oogie?
The Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl.
Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. There are 2 Eastern Eagles in this Super Bowl. F.D. Chisholm and Cooper Kupp.
Shout out Eastern Washington University. It's a great day to be an Eagle. When we blow up, we better be in the Easterner.
Oh, yeah. I want to be in. I was reading the alumni magazine this past weekend, mostly because I like to see who got awards and who died in the last month. But yeah, we should definitely make our way in there. I have a little bit of a story for you, Oogie. So some of y'all may remember from episode 1. There's a great line from Conspiracy Brother, an Undercover Brother, where he says, "I never trusted that colonel. Slaves cook that chicken." So let me lay some context. If you don't work in a corporate job, there's this thing called Slack, and Slack is basically a chat room for work. You know, it's there's like threads, and you can like emoji react, and like a lot of people use emoji reactions for a lot of things. You can like indicate that you saw something. You can indicate that you thought something was funny. So my team was talking about where to go for lunch, and someone jokingly suggested KFC. And so I posted that clip of Conspiracy Brothers saying slaves cook that chicken. I didn't get a single emoji reaction. No one said anything, and no one's brought it up in the week since.
You're about to get a message. Kevin, this is HR.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet with us? Don't worry about it.
I stand by it. It was a funny use of that scene.
I stand by you.
Thank you. When I get canceled, we'll have to make sure that this starts making some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my update.
We haven't been canceled yet.
We haven't.
A whole week.
It's been a whole day.
It's been a day and a half, but it's been a great day thanks to likers and subscribers like you.
And commenters and sharers and all the homies.
We just want to say thanks.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Have got a lot of very kind messages from people and some valid feedback, which we also welcome. Invalid feedback, fuck it. Send it anyway.
Look at this posture right now.
Yeah,
He's relaxed.
right? You see this?
It's
like,
not all,
you know, this is
sometimes I just be chilling, you know. Yeah, we out here.
Yep. For the audio audience, I look super cool.
Yeah, that is another thing that Kevin and I discussed. We're gonna do a better job at talking about.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, our visual gags. We're just like, we say a lot like this, or he was doing this with no explanation. We'll be better for you podcast listeners. I got some feedback about that. Don't worry, you're listened to and you're loved.
Exactly. Well, one of the things I'll describe to you is that we have a Ducati Lego that I built sitting on the table here in our studio. And that's because this week's movie is Torque. It is a movie about motorcycles. And we are going to talk about it today. So to set you up with some movie data, this is starring Martin Henderson, Ice Cube, low-key the best actor in this movie. Monet Mazur, Adam Scott in an appearance that I was not emotionally prepared for when he popped on the screen. Matt Schultz, Jamie Presley, have a lot of things to say about her in this movie. Jay Hernandez, William Lee, and Fredro Starr. And you are right, you haven't heard of most of those people. The tagline for this film is, "The only way to survive is to break every rule."
On the
shidometer, where do you put that one?
That's gonna be a 4.
It's pretty shitty.
Yeah,
it's
because like what this pertains really
rules?
nothing to the movie. Yeah, I mean, I think they break the rules of cinema.
Yes,
they break the rules of decency.
They break the rules of what you should do to someone's eyeballs when you have the power of film. So the synopsis: biker Kerry Ford returns home to reunite with his girlfriend, but is framed for murder by a rival gang leader. Ford must outrun the FBI and a vengeful gang to clear his name.
Also, calling his gang a gang. That's just 3 dudes. You got...
It's in the Scooby-Doo sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, Scooby-Doo, they had 4 people and a dog.
Yeah.
That's a gang. Like, no, that's...
Yeah.
Documents for 2.
Yeah, exactly. Scooby, yeah, they were smoking weed. They were doing illegal activities in the 70s. That's a gang. These are just 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Is that a posse?
It's pals.
Yeah.
It's pals.
Yeah, pals. Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah. So this came out January 16th, 2004. It was produced by the same guy who did Fast and Furious. And that was much of the marketing. For at least I watched the trailer.
I'm surprised this didn't come out on September 11th.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. And I wish I couldn't forget it.
It is rated PG-13.
Mariah Carey took that spot.
Yeah.
It's rated PG-13. It has a runtime of 84 minutes and not a minute fucking more, thank God. Director Joseph Kahn, writer Matt Johnson. I'm not even going to look up their credits because they should not work again after this.
I bet you they have.
Yeah, unfortunately. Those sound like some pretty white names. Okay, let's play our game. Do you remember the numbers?
I did. Did I post them?
Oh, you did.
I posted them?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay, because I just looked at them.
You just looked? I don't remember, but I feel like it's cheating. So
Okay, we'll go to Mace for this week's game.
He hasn't watched the movie.
That's fine.
I'll like use my
intuition.
Powers of subtext.
Let me give you context. So this is made by the same people who did Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
It is 3 years after Fast and Furious, and they were trying to market this as Fast and Furious for motorcycles. So that that's kind of the wind they thought they had at their back going into it. The budget for this was $40 million. What do you think it did opening weekend, and do you think it made its money back in gross?
I'm kind of split between like the idea that like it did well initially and then like a steep drop off after the first week.
That can happen.
And like I don't really see this really succeeding overseas. So I want to say that it barely made back its money.
Okay, so 40 million budget, opening weekend, just under 10 mil.
Oh, okay.
Not a great release.
I had a little more faith in this movie than it did.
US and Canadian gross 21 mil, but worldwide gross 46.
Oh,
so
okay.
it was, I'm guessing, popular in Thailand and Indochina.
Yeah.
Because those are the countries that they mention about 6 times in this movie.
I watched this movie on Dish Network DVR like a billion times because I wanted to get out a note that I got from my boy. So
hang on, let me finish the data.
Sorry, my bad.
Rotten Tomatoes scores 22%. That probably would have been helpful context for you in scoring. And Metascore 41. I agree with the critics. I would give it about that.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
I
Ugie,
think it might be too high.
Yeah,
honestly.
22 is maybe too high for this.
Yeah. So I want to give like a shout out. So when I watched this movie for the first time, I was in high school. I got it on Dish Network DVR, and I watched this with my buddy. So a lot of you that know me know that I'm a rapper. I go by Debo the Great. This was in the sessions where we were recording my debut mixtape, Livin' Dead Broke. Me and my buddy Kyle, Crack of Cocaine, we were like doing a studio session, and then like my house, like we kind of made the Rumpus Room recording studio. And so when we weren't actually actively recording and like writing stuff, we would just like watch movies and chill out or whatever. So I asked him if he remembered anything from from when we watched it, because it became one of our favorite like movies that we always circle back to and text about. So he says, and I quote, "I remember it being maybe the first watching experience I had where I realized the movie I was watching was objectively terrible." Shout out Kyle, shout out the Evans family. And that's kind of it. It's like we watched this movie. I watched this movie maybe 20 times in my lifetime. And I always watched it with like, this is funny and hilarious.
Yeah.
Watching it for this was kind of a slog. I don't really know why. Somehow it was stripped away. But the reason I bring up for some reason, a lot of themes from this movie were brought into the writing of that first mixtape.
Okay.
There's like a particular line, and I'll reference it later when we get there, but like a lot of the like similes and stuff that I made were like in reference to this movie. And there's like a piece of just super random trivia about me and our recording sessions that like no one would know if you weren't a part of the group.
Excellent. Was Kyle in Drink and Slurp?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. We should re-release Drink and Slurp on our channel.
Yeah.
After this episode drops, sometime the week after this episode drops, we are going to re-release Drink and Slurp
as a part of the channel
on the Kev and Ugie channel. So keep an eye out for that. All right, so we're at the point where we will give you a spoiler warning. This is a recap podcast. We are going to describe the entire movie. This is one of the few times where I'll tell you, you don't need to click away.
Yeah.
Watch the trailer and then come back and join us for trashing this film.
I think the real spoiler warning is that if you do go and watch the movie, you're going to spoil your brain cells.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just listen to us tell you the movie and just trust that we know.
I should also clarify, this was my first time seeing this movie.
Oh.
And I
really?
hate you. I hate you for it. So
it was better in 2004 when it released. And I think being closer to the Fast and the Furious and being like younger. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's trash I'll make you watch at some point. So, sure. All right. Spoiler warning has been issued. Honestly, just watch the trailer. The trailer tells you almost the entire film, and like we'll tell you the parts that it doesn't. You'll also get the Adam Scott shock from the trailer. Dude is out here winning Golden Globes.
Yeah, you texted me and you were just like, Adam Scott's too good for this movie.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I mean, we'll get to it, but I don't think his performance in this was too good for this movie. I'll be honest. He is not the Adam Scott that he is now in this movie. Anyway, let's get into Torque. So the scene opens with a drag race. We see a 2000 Eclipse versus a 2002 Acura RSX. The RSX was like my favorite car at this point. I loved those. I still love them.
Still do.
I almost got one when I was buying my Fit. There was an RSX I was looking at. But Honda Fits are the tits. Anyway, opening drag race, Eclipse versus Acura. We see a motorcycle come up behind these guys as they're racing. And they're like bumping, shucking, jiving, all that. And then the motorcycle pops a wheelie and just blows by the cars. He pulls up at a diner and the cars pull up mad at him for ruining their race or something. And they try to beat him up, but he's the hero of our film and knocks the shit out of these guys. Convinces one of them to throw money at the kid who's hanging out at the diner cleaning windows.
Yeah, he really fucks them up, and it's funny because it's like at one point one of them goes and like grabs like a wrench or something, like something out of like a pipe out of his car to like if you're doing that, you're doing damage. You're gonna mess this guy
there's
up.
a lug wrench.
I'm just kind of like, why don't you just hit him with your car?
Yeah, right.
Whatever. Also,
the side, yeah,
exactly. Earlier when the drag race is going on, they fly past the street sign.
It's like as he wheelies past them,
because he's going so fast.
Yeah, the camera pulls out, and there's a street sign spinning on the pole, and it like spells out "cars suck."
Yeah, it's on the. They are located at a diner in the desert on Cars Avenue and Sucks Avenue, and that's the sort of humor that you can expect from this 2004 classic.
This was like what I do remember, and it is actually probably still true. It's like motorcycle guys versus car guys. Like there's this leans into like, oh, cars are dumb, and like car guys are dumb, and bikes. And I remember that being a thing. I hope that's not still a thing. I hope that we can all just like let people like what they like.
Don't get people's yums.
Yeah, exactly. That's I am in full agreement with Gen Z on that.
I feel like when we first met, I was a yum yucker, and I've worked really hard to not be that person anymore.
Yeah, me too. I have certified hater in my blood. I would be part of the player haters ball if I was in that universe, but
it's never too late to change.
My nephew, he's 7. He always says like, I hate that. Like he always says he hates stuff, and I'm like, Declan, hating stuff is a lot of energy, dog. Like
it is.
It's like if you have to like devote energy to hatred, you can dislike something or like not care about something, but like
I'm gonna say this on the pod. I'm just not gonna hate on you guys the Super Bowl. Like you just said, it's so much energy that it's just like I can just not care.
This is an example, though, of where my haterade still comes out with how I act about Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Because I have been so anti-Sam Darnold, and like now I've committed to the bit so hard that when he's good, I can't appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what I was telling Declan. It's too much energy.
Don't do it. And I think this is a perfect analogy for how bad Torque is, because we'd rather discuss Sam Darnold on the pod than talk about this movie that we're getting paid to be here at this point. Shout out Patreon.
Yeah. Let's get back into it.
The longer you're here, the longer you have to talk about Torque.
Yep. So Ford's at the diner. He just beat these guys up. His friends pop up out of nowhere. I don't know either of their names. I watched this movie this morning.
I couldn't.
I think one is Han.
No, I wrote Han.
You wrote Han.
I wrote Han because I was
like, you thought it was Han.
I was hoping. Okay. I didn't think it was him. I was hoping it was the same actor, but it's not. It's the guy who plays Dr. Park in that one show.
Yes.
I also have to say this movie is so unpopular.
I'm the good doctor.
That when I said Torque into my Apple remote, Siri's like, I don't know, and I had to say TORQUE movie. And then it popped up.
I'm happy that Siri was doing that for you because I was saying it into LG like AI vision and it was like twerk. And then it was just like just twerk videos. And I'd be like, no, not twerk torque. And it would be like twerk torque. And then like that's the thing.
Val and Dalton are his friends.
You don't need to know those names. It's very unimportant.
Yes. But he has these two buddies that are like his guys.
By the way, can we talk about this lead actor? Because what is his name? Because he's
Martin Henderson, I think.
Martin Henderson. Has he been in anything?
He kind of looks. He looks very generic.
He's so generic to me. He was.
Oh yeah, he was in Smoking Aces. I remember that.
Who's the actor that plays Officer Hoyt in Training Day?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. He to me looks like a C version of
like
Ethan
budget
Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, it's like we couldn't get Ethan Hawke for our B movie, so we're getting the C or D version. And they're trying this entire movie. They're trying to make him seem like he's such a heartthrob, or he's like hot or cool. Like,
who was he in Smoking Aces?
He was. Oh gosh, where'd it go?
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna say, man, Martin Henderson.
Oh boy, he played Britney Spears' boyfriend in the Toxic music video.
Sick.
Which I'm pretty sure.
That's the sort of acting you can expect from Martin Henderson. Not a friend of the podcast.
No.
If you want to come down here and chat it up with me, totally. But this seat is reserved for actresses like Christina Milian, who actually did a good job in this movie.
And Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Even though she's not in this movie. But.
He was in Wind Talkers, The Ring, Fly Boys. He was Hollis Elmore in Smoking Aces. So I think he was one of the Nazi guys.
Oh.
The Nazi like trip. The wasn't that?
Was he the guy with the
Elmore?
mohawk?
Are we allowed to say that on YouTube? Are we gonna get demonetized? I feel like whenever I watch people and they're like
This is after the episode where you guys talked at length about race wars.
Yeah.
No, I feel like people always like blanket out when they say that word.
Oh no, he's one of the bondsmen, one of the like cops that's like after them.
He gets shot.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Message.
But yeah, he does look like he looks like a budget version of every actor that they couldn't get. I think that's the best description,
exactly.
which is how I feel about his love interest in this, which we'll get to in a second. So anyway, God, it's so hard to stay on track with this garbage. So Val and Dalton show up at the diner, and are just like, "Hey, you're back in town."
But first, they do a very generic, "Hey, who the fuck are you? Get out of my way."
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna beat you up.
And then they
Oh,
hug.
you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No one told me that you were back from Indochina.
Yeah.
They keep.
They keep like people in this movie keep mixing up Indochina and Thailand.
Well, it's funny because I did some research.
Oh, God.
Thailand is so Indochina is like a very old like
That's
English
like French
term.
colonial.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
colonial
what I thought.
term
I was like,
for,
that's a region, right?
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's Vietnam, Cambodia,
Laos.
and Laos.
Yeah.
okay,
Thailand was never part of that.
Yeah.
okay.
But they keep saying this throughout the entire movie.
They say it more than Thailand.
Yeah, everyone's like,
"Oh, you were hiding in Indochina."
like someone who was writing this thought it was funny. Like,
Yeah.
and it
there's a lot of racism in this that
They
someone
got
thought
like
was
an
funny.
old French colonial
Yeah.
administrator out of the ice and like, hey, write us a movie.
Yeah, it was just, it's strange. It's just like, oh, Fast and the Furious was super successful. I know. Let's make another Fast and the Furious about bikes, but let's just be racist.
Yeah,
We'll have Ice Cube, so it's okay.
right. Yeah,
They heard race wars and thought,
Exactly.
oh.
Yeah. No, Race Wars did really, really well.
yeah.
The people
It's what the
love
people
race
want.
wars.
Yeah,
I-
it gets the people going.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
So-
nephew, he's talking about race wars all the time.
Yeah. So this is where we establish these two buddies mention that Henry James is like not happy with. We get this mention of Henry James. It took me several times of writing notes before I landed on Henry Ford.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's intentional. Henry Ford, goated at racism.
Yeah.
Like he may have done cool things with an assembly line, but that man knew how to hate.
Yeah.
Go look it up. He
Certified hater.
No one builds
He was-
a business town like Henry Ford.
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
big Hitler guy. He also like bought an entire swath of the Amazon rainforest and like tore it down to build a plant that he never ended up building. Big piece of shit. His son also sucked. Anyway, Fords are cool cars, at least for the most part. Not a,
Fixer repair dailies.
yeah. Found on road dead.
Yeah.
Fucked on race day. Yeah.
those are vertical shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Ford, sponsor us.
Friend of the pod.
You were founded by a racist, but now
Now you can
make
have-
races happen.
Yes, yes, and you can have black and white on your side
Exactly.
to help repair your image.
Or that's who will be on the side of the podcast because we're fighting against China in the car market right now. BYD and Xiaomi are really on the up, and I really want one of those cars. But anything to not talk about torque.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we've made it. We've made it through like a scene of this movie.
It's too
All right,
much.
All right, we're gonna get into it. All right, so we get what is probably the best scene of the movie, which is just music while they're driving the canyons outside LA on motorcycles. Looks super fun.
Jane Dixon's playing.
Jane's
Oh,
Addiction. I was
yeah.
gonna say I didn't catch what song it was.
I did want to say that this scene reminded me of something happy, which is not something this movie does very well, but it reminded me of playing Road Rash on Sega Genesis.
Mhm.
Anyone who's ever played that game, goated game.
There were several times in this movie I thought of Road Rash.
Yeah.
And they're like kicking at each other.
Exactly.
And stuff.
So I wanted to shout out whoever was the developer on that and made Natasha, because that was my bae as a little kid. Love getting the chain, beating up bad guys, and making sure me and Natasha finished first and second.
Yeah,
and also
man.
shout out my friend Natasha as well.
The only note I had on this scene was that this was actually the only part of the movie that made me miss my motorcycle.
Yeah.
The rest of it makes me glad that I'm not part of the culture. If this is representative of the culture,
They had like the pre-credits, and Adam Scott pops up, and I forgot that he was in the movies, and it instantly flooded back. I like blanked out all of his scenes. I was like,
I think he did too.
And I was like, oh yeah, this is pre-party down, pre-party wreck, pre-severance. Adam Scott, this man's amazing, and this is a blemish.
Yeah. The first thing I can remember seeing him in was as the nurse at the hospital in Knocked Up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have one more note here that said this movie isn't a lot of things, but I will say it's shot well.
Some
the
of
cinematography, yeah.
Some of it, like, especially the stuff that wasn't bad 2004 CGI.
Yeah.
And the stuff that isn't close-ups on Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they zoom past who we come to learn is Junior laying on his bike. This is Ice Cube's gang, the Reapers.
Yeah.
That like they start chasing him because they're mad that they went by too fast and startled them or something.
Yeah. There's a dude named Sonny, and he's out there grilling.
Yeah, Faison.
Yeah, Faison Love.
Faison Love. Yeah.
Just this big guy grilling.
Dun-dun-dun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
just a hell yeah.
In
brother.
the 49ers jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. Let's see.
So Junior's played by Frejo Starr. I want to say that he was the evil nigga in Save the Last Dance. He's the one that's trying to convince the main character, no, we got to go represent, sell drugs, and do some evil black shit.
Man.
And he was like, no, you have a future, man. You don't got to do all this. You can leave the street shit behind. And he's like, no, I got to represent. And then I think he dies or gets killed in that movie. Or yeah,
I haven't seen it since it was new.
We
so.
should do Save the Last Dance. It's unironically a really good movie. And he was also Bird on The Wire.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why he looked familiar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sup,
that's
Bird?
what I recognize. Yeah,
Sup,
Sup,
Bird?
Bird? Yeah.
And he was in the rap group.
Yeah.
He was in a rap group.
Yeah, he was a rapper, but I don't. Do you know?
Well, he was himself, but he was also on Onyx.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Slam!
Oh.
Let the boys be boys.
Yeah. I didn't know that was him. I knew he was a rapper, but I just, yeah. Shout out him. Also just while we're talking about R.I.P. Michael K. Williams, just because we mentioned Omar very, very, very briefly.
Yep. All right. So, Junior gets launched off his bike, tries to start a fight with Val or Dalton. I don't remember which one. It doesn't really matter. I think Dalton pulls out a knife, and Ford knocks it out of his hand, and Ice Cube comes in. He's saying shit, and
This is the dumbest fight. It's just like, oh, you guys are going too fast.
yeah,
They're not in Inglewood.
yeah.
So it's just like there's no reason. Like you guys are just out in the middle of somewhere grilling.
Yeah.
Someone goes by too quickly, so now you're mad at them to the
Yep.
point you want to stab them.
This is where we meet Trey, Ice Cube's character.
So Junior, during this fight, Junior falls off his bike and is like flying into the ditch. I think he gets pinned under his bike, and so the main character Ford goes and like helps him out, and then after helping him out, Junior pushes him off and like goes to like fight
him,
whichever
yeah.
guy. It's just like it doesn't even really make sense.
Yeah,
Everyone's pissed that they're in Torque.
Exactly.
This is
Yes.
we get the Ice Cube line. I heard you was up in Indochina eating sushi and shit.
And then
Someone
Junior's
else,
like,
don't sushi come from Japan?
I know where sushi come from, nigga.
That's
I ain't even talking to you.
Oh man.
Great. All of the good lines in this movie are
Ice Cube is great.
Yeah, Ice Cube
Like
does an amazing
Ice Cube was
job.
the only person I didn't have a problem with in this movie. And like I've had problems with Ice Cube movies. I sat through Are We There Yet? But this was a good Ice Cube performance. Yeah, so they all do a bunch of like John, and then nothing happens.
Ice Cube says, I hate to see you as Dojo's dinner, and they have a little pit bull puppy that looks
He's
like
cute as hell.
Spot from Target, and he's super cute. And I just wanted to say I really just imagined him with like a scarf on and one of those visors. I don't. What do you call those little
The
things?
sidecar.
Yeah, the side. I just
Yeah.
wanted him to be in a sidecar with that going on.
That'd be
Just
cute
like
as hell.
having, yeah, that would be so much better than watching more of this movie. The police show up, and then Faison Love comes out, and he says, he's just like, oh, the police show up, and one thing that I clocked, because everybody here is a person of color besides Ford, and when the police show up, Ford knows it's going to get broken up, so he starts smiling, and no one else is smiling. So the one white dude is super happy that the police showed up.
Right.
And I was just like, don't like that. But then Sonny, who's played by Faison Love, goes up. He's like, hey, officer, how's it going? It's a beautiful day out. Just code switches. It's like, that ain't going to work with You guys have blocked off an entire highway.
I know. They were like, everyone is cutting the mustard in this. Like, no one is obeying the speeds. Like, they're all like, they almost take out a semi truck. Like, that's how the whole thing is.
Well,
yeah.
The only way to survive is to break every rule.
Fuck it. So now we see Ford, Val, and Dalton pulling up at as you described, some biker juggalo shit. It's like a budget Sturgis, just a motorcycle rally in the middle of the desert. Kid Rock is playing.
Kid Rock is playing,
and like there's more wet t-shirts. There's like girls just bending over at the camera, not even like in the context of anything.
My note was that Kid Rock is playing and women are being objectified in every direction. It's gross. Give me the address so I can stay the hell away. But yeah, let me know where that is.
Right, yeah. I really need to know where not to go. Which I would actually feel if Christina Milian wasn't there.
Yeah. Christina Milian is in this movie, and she shows up now, and this is the Ugo would have folded early. 100% Christina Milian. This is right around Dip It Low. Can we get...
Bring it up slow.
Yeah, but let's get at the end of that music video when they have the oil going over her, and it's cool, not like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, we all know.
That had me in a chokehold in 2005 or whatever.
That music video lives rent-free in my head.
Pop, pop, pop that thing.
Yeah. Also, this is not the last time that Christina Milian will appear on Kev and Ugie podcast, because we are going to do Be Cool at some point.
I would have folded like a folding chair.
My only two notes on this scene were Kid Rock is appropriate and Christina Milian, goddamn.
Yeah.
So we meet the love interest. We meet the reason that Ford came back from Thailand. And her name is Shane. Much as Martin Henderson is budget anybody, I marked down that she is budget Ollie Larder. I feel like that's who they wanted. Do you know who Ollie Larder is? She was in Varsity Blues, Final Destination. She's like the one who survives in Final Destination. She was in what was
Heroes, the TV show?
Yeah. What was that? There was a cowboy movie with Colin Farrell. Was it American Outlaws? I think it was called. I love that movie. We should do. Anyway,
Elizabeth, friend of the podcast.
Allie Larder was like, especially in 2004. I didn't see this movie, but Allie Larder was like my queen. But this is not Allie Larder. This is Monet Mazur. And she is in this movie. I went to her IMDb, and I'm surprised to see how much she actually worked. Because
maybe she was just phoning it in for this one.
I feel like everyone in this movie knew that this movie was going to be bad. Like there are movies that you hear actors after the fact be like, what comes to mind is Madam Web. Like Dakota Johnson says that like the movie she shot is not the movie that she saw when she went to the premiere. And like, she doesn't understand how it got that bad. In this movie, they knew.
Yeah.
Like every actor in this was like, whatever, I'm getting paid.
I feel that way about the final season of Game of Thrones. Like whenever they have the actors talking about that season, they're just like, yeah, things happen. Yeah. They knew.
I also noted that this was everyone is wearing rock t-shirts in this. Like Ford has like a Ramones shirt on. Like
that. Yeah.
The second in command bad guy has like a Motorhead shirt. Adam Scott is wearing like a very niche shirt that I actually don't know what it is, but I would bet that it came out of his closet. You know. Anyway, so we meet Shane. She's like a mechanic, I'm assuming. She's the one he came home for. And we find out that the feds trashed her shop when he left. And she's like, you should get out of here before Henry James finds you. And Henry James finds them
immediately.
And Henry James, our antagonist, I think pretty blatant, like, white supremacist bad guy, played by Vince from Fast and Furious. I shit you not.
Yeah. Also, just before we continue on the come home from exile scale, who did it better, Martin Lawrence in Blue Streak or Ford in this?
Martin Lawrence. Dude was gone 6 months. Like, everyone in this movie acts like he was gone for a really long... It's been 6 months. He went to Thailand for 6 months. I miss my girlfriend. I should go back where I'm going to get arrested. Like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, Henry Ford, a.k.a. Vince. Low-key, one of the best acting jobs in this movie.
Yeah, he's actually, I will say, he's pretty
because he gets to just be bad guy, you know, like smirky bad guy.
He gets to take out all the aggression he didn't get to take out on Brian.
Yeah, maybe this is actually the sequel. Like, Dom dropped him. He became a motorcycle gang boss and selling crystal meth in the desert. It's outside LA. Like, this could be...
Is Ice Cube in the Fast and Furious?
Like, I don't think so.
I'm just, from now on, it's the same universe.
This is the sequel. This is Vince. He changed his name to Henry Ford.
This one should have actually
he's
been
selling
called
crystal meth. Like, I am so much more compelled with this decision we just made.
Vince's middle name.
What's that?
Vince is his middle name.
Yes, Henry Vince Ford.
Yeah.
Or Henry Vince James. All first names. His
initials spell HJ.
His girlfriend, his henchwoman, played by Jamie Presley, in the most 2000s costuming possible.
Yeah. I wouldn't have folded, but I'm here for it.
She, like, the greasy highlights with, like, crop top and, like, low-rise leather pants.
She looks like she'll drink someone's blood and enjoy it in this movie.
Oh,
for sure. Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah. I normally am too. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Megan Fox, friend of the pod, drinking blood. Yeah. So Henry Ford is basically like, why'd you go to... I said it again. Henry James is like, why'd you go to Indochina? Like, where are my bikes? And he says, you have until sundown to get me my bikes. At this point, I'm like, why? Like, make him take you to the bikes and then kill him. Yeah. Like, what kind of bad guy are you? But they just drive off.
He doesn't want to be in Torque anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know what Jamie Presley's name in this. I'm just going to call her
China.
China. Okay. Well, China and
unlike in Young Guns, the character's name actually is China.
Yeah. China and Portia. What's her name? Shane. Yeah. Shane, who cares? China and Portia get into a fight, and then Jamie Presley pulls out
a butterfly knife. Which butterfly knives were cool in 2004.
They kind of still are cool.
Yeah. And I feel like in the 2000s, though, it was like such a thing. It's like, oh, did you hear, like, so-and-so's cousin has, like, a butterfly knife in his backpack?
And I had so many friends to try to, like, you know, do the thing.
Yeah. Cut their
Never
knives.
got it.
Yeah.
I just want... My note here is I think every straight man deep down wants a girlfriend that will literally cut a bitch.
Yeah. I'm Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm here for that energy.
Yeah.
And for a bad guy, I'm here for that energy as a psychic. She actually kind of ratchets it up. She's both. She doesn't say much in the movie. I think if she says anything, it's like meow, or she says some shit. She says one word. She says a line at the end of the movie, but for the most part, she's just staring. But yeah, she still has a menacing aura, which she does a good job at that.
If we get 300 subscribers, I'll tell my butterfly knife story, and that's all I'll tell you.
I also want to say, like, when they said Indochina again, I just think that the scriptwriter just wrote Indochina as a placeholder, and after a while they were just like, oh, fuck it. It's Indochina.
I like that theory. Yeah, and they just forgot to change it because even the writers were done with this movie.
I think Vietnam has, like, a pretty big motorcycle culture.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if it was
around when I saw the worldwide gross, I was like, this must have been popular somewhere that like motorcycles are like really cool, like that.
Yeah.
So when I went to watch this on my like service that I use,
The Tamil version.
Yeah, it was only available in Tamil. It wasn't available in English or any other language. So if anyone knows if this movie is super popular in India, like let me know.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to say about this is when Ford pulled the gun, Luther is bricked up. This man is hard. It's like he looks like he's about to explode.
Yeah.
It's like everybody.
That was weird.
Everybody on the like evil Nazi biker gang, they are all turned on by violence and
Real freaks.
Yeah, for real. Like
I'm also here for it.
Yeah.
I love freaky villains.
Yeah, exactly. I love freaky villains.
Yeah.
Hashtag freaky villains.
Shout out freaky villains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's
All
the
friends of
freakiest-
the pod.
Who's the freakiest villain you can think of
China right now?
besides this movie?
I don't know.
That one lady from GoldenEye.
Natalia?
No,
No, not Natalia.
she's played by Famke
Famke Janssen?
Yeah, Famke Janssen. She like shoots up an entire room and nearly like explodes. Like
Just recency bias. I'm gonna say Lynn from Star Wars: Tales of the Underworld.
I was thinking him, or what's his Marlon Wayans in him. I don't remember what his character's name is. Kind of freaky.
I thought you were talking about the Powerpuff Girls character.
Yeah. Oh no. Him. No, him. No,
Him.
there you go. Freaky villain. Hell yeah.
Freaky villain.
No, that's the friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a great
That's
answer.
the best answer. Accidental team answer.
Yeah.
Dear God, let's get through this movie. Okay, so we cut to a scene in the limo. We got Henry James and I think Luther's there.
Does it matter?
No, anyway. So Henry and Ice Cube are making a deal, or trying to. Junior, Ice Cube's little brother, who started the fight in the beginning, is like trying to broker this deal for Henry to sling dope in Inglewood. And Ice Cube's like, no, you stay the fuck out of my town. I don't care what my brother said. A lot of racist delivery here by Henry. I think he calls him gorilla or something.
Yeah. He says
Really living up to his
he
name.
calls Trey an ape.
Yeah. Yeah, Ice Cube, like he is a good boss of this gang. He's just like, he's not afraid of Henry. He's like, get the fuck out of my car. I'm not dealing with you.
He has a girlfriend in the car. She's a black woman with bangs. I would have folded like a chair.
Yeah.
This movie seems to have lots of hot women.
Yeah.
More so than no, Fast and the Furious. Well, the women in this movie tend to actually have lines. Like there's a few that are there, but the women in this, I'll give the movie this.
Yeah.
The women here kind of have a little bit more autonomy and are kind of sarcastic and aren't just just jewelry.
Do they fail the Bechdel test?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I don't
Yeah.
think any woman in this has like.
Shane only exists because Ford wants her.
Yeah.
And like if she hadn't folded, I would like the character.
Yeah,
They
China
don't
only
talk
exists.
about the weather at all. Do
Yeah.
they?
No.
No.
I mean, unless her and China fighting each other counts.
Christina Milian exists in this movie for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah,
what else?
Sonny. Sonny is like, you better not. Junior's pissed after this, so Junior tries to go out to like I don't know, a 7-Eleven or something. And then Faison Love's like, you better not slam that door, and he slams it anyways. And he turns to Ice Cube's like, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah.
And then Ice Cube's like, shut up.
Yeah. So Dalton cuts the chain off of Henry's bike.
That doesn't even really matter.
And Ford and Shane are like hanging out. Like you have this note. Every scene with Shane and Ford like arguing or just being one-on-one is fucking terrible.
Yeah, they try to make it this like very cutesy, like if they were, they try to make it like The Notebook, like they want it to be this like very cool, lovey.
Yeah, they're aggressive with each other.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't land. It doesn't.
Flat.
Neither character seems cool. You
Yeah.
don't want to talk. You wouldn't want to hang out with them. You want to hang out with the sidekicks to some degree. They seem kind of cool.
Yeah,
to
Dalton
me.
and Val.
Yeah.
I'd kick it with.
Yeah, but it's just like
Yeah.
you're just like, it's not believable at any point. Like the only people who I really believe are the bad guys,
Yeah.
honestly. And at the end of the movie, I'm kind of just rooting for them.
Yeah,
And they're Nazis.
The only good thing,
like, it's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't want to root for them. I take that back, but only on that.
Yeah,
they're racist. They're not confirmed Nazis, but they're kind of.
I mean, they're
Nazi
selling
racist.
crystal meth in the desert. They're Nazis.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do out
Yeah.
there?
The only good thing about the motorcycle chase date between Shane and Ford is that Hoobastank is playing, and I forgot about that song. So at the warehouse party, Trey confronts Junior for acting like an asshole and like trying to make deals with James behind
Because
his back.
immediately they
and-
get to the warehouse party. He starts another fight with Ford, and Ford's like, "Bro, I'm just at a fucking bar. Like, can you leave me alone?"
Yeah.
And they like try to fight, and then then Ice Cube shows up, so they break it up. He's like, "Bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you tweaking
Yeah.
every 2 seconds? You're trying to make deals with the fucking devil. You're fighting every fucking person every
Yeah.
2 seconds over nothing, and we keep having your back." And then Trey's just like, "Man, you ain't never had my back."
Junior.
Junior, yeah. Junior's like, "You ain't never had my back," and he storms off. And it's like, they literally have had your back every single time.
Yeah.
They're just telling you to stop before you get your ass whipped.
Yeah.
And it goes on into the scene. So
I also love Faison Love refers to God, I already forgot his stupid fucking name. Carrie Ford as Dawson's Creek.
yeah, Dawson's Creek
throughout the
entire
whole movie. That's one of the only funny parts.
So at this point, the bad guys are clocking that there's like a rift between the brothers. So they devise a plan. They basically start a fight at this warehouse party, and it's like super lit. If you're like on the rocker side, it's like almost a mosh pit,
Yeah.
but it's meant to be a diversion. So Junior is like worried about the fight. He sees some people approaching him, so he runs, and they kind of guide him into a bathroom where he gets locked in. And essentially, the bad guys are like, "Hey, you fucked up. Like, we were supposed to make a deal, but the deal didn't happen, and that's the death sentence." So the chain, this is why it was relevant, I guess. The chain that was cut off of his bike, they use it to hang Junior.
Yeah.
And the most annoying part about the scene is that, like, this entire time in this movie, Junior's acting like he's the hardest shit. He keeps trying to fight everybody over absolutely nothing. And then when he gets into this room with Luther and Henry, he
And
immediately
China.
turns bitch. He's just like, "Oh, no, guys, I'm super sorry.
Yeah.
No, like, could we please? No." And they
And they kill him with a bike chain.
yeah, it's just, and the what's her name?
China.
China's just there like.
Yeah.
She looks
loves it.
she looks like Conspiracy Brother when they're doing the General's chicken slot. She's just like,
Mhm. Yeah. All right. After they kill Junior, we get another worthless Ford and Shane scene.
Let's skip it.
They're like talking. 6 months is such a long time. Oh, I know what I did think was funny in this scene. It starts with like them arguing, and Ford like throws a bottle, and you hear it break, and then not even a full minute later in this scene, he finishes another beer and throws it, and you hear it break. I'm like, nobody in this fucking movie throws anything away. Like, they're just constantly just chucking beers everywhere.
Also, this movie they make very zany, I have to use the word zany, sound effects for everything. Like,
Yeah.
everything has to have like a
they
sound.
love sound effects. They love the blur effect.
Yeah.
Like the opening drag race, and even the scene where like Junior's in the bathroom is like super like warbly, blurry. Like, I'm like, why doesn't the director want me to see this movie?
Yeah.
Because he knows it's trash.
Yeah, when they're in the bathroom and it's locked in, they keep showing like a fly going on to like a fly zapper.
Yeah, it's
super
dude.
weird.
Like,
The director doesn't want to be part of this movie.
yeah, like,
The actors don't want to be in this movie.
yeah.
I did want to
Yeah.
shout out at the very first scene when he goes to see the kid. There's like a cat, and there's like an ADR noise of a cat. It just goes meow. I don't know why I had to bring that up. I just wanted to say that.
So the next scene, Dalton goes to get. You wrote Han again.
I did write Han.
Dalton goes
I
to
wish it
get
was
Val. That's why I thought his name was Han the whole movie, because of your notes. Anyway, Dalton goes to get Val, who is hooking up with Christina Milian in his hotel room.
Lap Dance by the Neptunes is playing. It's the Neptunes, and I forget who it is. Is it Limp
Dance?
Bizkit?
Is Lap Dance NERD?
Yeah, it's NERD. But there's like, for this movie, there's like a remix. I think it's like Neptunes and like Limp Bizkit or something like that. I'm an outlaw, or is it Josie? Who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's like, I'm pretty sure that there's a regular version of Lap Dance and there's like a remix, and they use a remix in this. The whole soundtrack, I will say that for what this movie is, my note was, this soundtrack is like Limp Bizkit, dirty kid with greasy hair that likes ICP and Brother Lynch and Mac Dre, but his parents use a hard R when you're in, like, you know, like you will go over to his house, but you don't like to.
Yeah.
As a lot of, as a token black in a lot of the relationships and circles that I've been in, having gone to school in Eastern Washington and lived in like the whitest state in the union.
Yeah. This was like all of my friends.
This is like certain parts of Tacoma.
It's all of my friends in high school. And your description made me think of my favorite Tyler the Creator, my favorite hip hop line of 2025, Tyler the Creator on Clips POV, when he says, push keeping that dirty white moving like mosh pits.
Yeah.
This is exactly the dirty white. Boy howdy, we're still talking about this movie. So Trey finds out Junior's dead, and China told the cops that Ford did it. And
like,
Trey, for some reason, is just like, oh yeah, Henry's hoe was probably telling the truth. It was probably Ford, and decides that he's gonna go after Ford.
Because even at this point, he's seen Ford resist fighting his brother.
Yeah.
At least on one occasion. Like, in that particular scene, he's not trying to fight him. And he's there with a girl. So it's just like, oh yeah, he knows that, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. So now we meet Agent McPherson and Agent Henderson, the FBI, who are after Ford. Adam Scott. This is all caps. I put Adam Scott because he just popped up being Adam Scott in this movie, and I wasn't ready for it. He introduces his partner, Agent Henderson, by saying, "Don't let her good looks fool you. She's a good detective," or something. I'm like, good Lord.
I wrote that she looks like one of the twins out of The Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah, she is in like all brown leather, like with the twists.
Yeah, twists and the glasses.
All
right.
Yeah, so let's see. Diner. They're back in the diner with the crew.
The dynamic of the movie now is that everybody's looking for Ford.
Yeah.
The FBI are looking for Ford because he's a murderer. The bikers are looking for Ford because of the drugs. The evil bikers, the Reapers, are looking for Ford because
Junior.
They think he killed Junior, and they gotta convince someone to believe that he didn't do any of that stuff.
This is where Dalton and Val are like, can we just go to Mexico? And like, we're right back in Young Guns. Like, yes, don't stick with your pal. Go to Mexico.
Yeah.
So God.
And like the movie did a lot to establish how annoyed Shane was with Ford that when he came back, and it's just like they didn't even like try to earn that like over time he grew on her and her anger subsiding. She's just like immediately just like, I mean, maybe like,
some of the scenes we skimmed over him like making his case, like, I didn't want to leave you, I was trying to protect you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Just total
now it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
So there's like a TV playing the news that says like the cops are looking for this Carrie Ford guy, and
there's a dude like getting like
there's like
shave, and he sees it, and he sees the guys outside,
and he calls the cops, and they try to stop him with a shotgun,
and then he just does a very movie,
and they like disarm the shotgun,
he, like,
and
flip. He says, "Hey, look over there, huh?" Flip. Oh no, I got the shotgun.
Yeah,
and
he's just teaching you how to take a gun from a suspect.
And then someone else comes up behind him, is like with a gun,
and then Shane, I think, saves him,
goes behind him, and then takes the gun.
And so they start running because they know the cops are coming, but they leave Christina Milian, and it's the last we see of her, unfortunately. So this is where I should have just turned the movie off.
Thank you, Christina Milian.
Thank you for your service.
You deserve better than this.
Yeah. So the FBI is chasing him. Ice Cube's chasing him. Everyone's looking at maps because it's 2004. Which I thought the same thing in Fast and Furious when they're like Mia and Brian are trying to find Dom, and they're like pulling maps out. Like, oh, maybe they're on the I-40.
Like, what I assume is like a 2004 excursion, and it's sick. They have
Phazons.
Yeah, the Reapers have an excursion. And
Yeah.
I will say that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And
And he's towing a trailer too this whole time. Like everyone else is on bikes and Phazon is in there with the dog, just like kicking it. I love it.
Yeah, I think
The Reapers are the best part of this movie.
The Reapers, they all do a good job at
I want a
acting.
Reapers sequel.
Henry James, whoever's playing him, I think it's just Tuesday. I think he might actually just be like that.
Yeah.
And
He's not
everyone else-
acting. Because it's basically Vince with long blonde hair. Yeah, so they're chasing him.
Yeah, we get a cool scene of all the bikers on a cliff just pissing together.
Yeah, Dalton, Val, and Ford.
Yeah,
right?
Henry calls Ford.
Or no, sorry, it was the bad.
Yeah, it's all the bad
guys,
bikers.
or
Do they
team.
have a name?
I don't know.
I don't think they probably did, but who cares? This is the bad bank. The BBG. Yeah, let's call them BBG for the rest of this. The BBG are all pissing, and then they call Ford to be like, "Yo, where's my shit?" And that's kind of the scene. I said my other note here is this movie puts a lot of effort into making the racism feel real. I don't know why they felt the need to do that.
Yeah.
But then we get an off-road chase. So the cops show up to like the diner gas station, but they had just left. So they're like hot on the trail, and the Reapers are also on the trail because Ice Cube has like, he's super smart, so he can kind of detect where he's like, oh yeah, they're doubling
he says,
back.
like it's the way I would.
Yeah, he's like, they're not going. They're gonna go through the palms. That's what I would do.
Yeah, which I did Google, and there are actually palm forests in California, which I didn't know. But
and so they start chasing them through like
the middle of the desert.
Yeah, the middle of the desert. There's like a palm
oasis.
Yeah, and this is one of the cooler scenes of the movie.
Yeah,
so
it's a good
the Reapers
chase.
catch up to our Ford gang, and there's like a lot of like racing through palm trees and dodging palm trees, and a lot of cool stunt moves where they're braking and using the back brake lifted up to stop on a tree and then maneuver and stuff. We get a...
Oh, dude, we're not even at the palm trees yet.
Oh, wait, we're not?
No, they did. So there's the desert race first, and then they like hide in a ditch, and the Reapers lose them.
My bad. Sorry.
No, I thought we were... God, we're not even at the palm trees yet.
Oh, yeah. They chase them off-road, and then they hide in a random ditch somewhere.
Yeah. And then like we find them in what looks like an abandoned mine or something.
Yeah.
Dalton realizes what happened with the chain, and he's like, we can like... So fucking stupid. He says like chains, no two sprockets, chains wear based on the sprocket, and no two sprockets are alike. So if we can get Henry's chain, we can prove that he killed Junior. I'm pretty sure lots of sprockets are the same. If you're a CSI forensic analyst and you're still sitting through this shit, please tell us if you could identify a motorcycle matched to strangulation marks on someone's neck.
Even if that were the case, right? How does that prove that Henry did it? It's just a chain. Even if it was his chain, anybody can use that chain. That's not like some fucking smoking gun.
I think the point was like, we have this chain. It'll match the chain that's on Henry's bike, and it also matches the marks on Junior's neck.
No, I get that, but you can't place a person there like, oh, this is like, that'd be like, oh.
It's like, I know it because I cut it off of his bike.
Yeah,
like, did
this
you
is
use
Kevin's
it
gun. This is Kevin's gun. This proves that Kevin did the murder. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It just means that this chain was used. I hate this fucking movie. Damn it.
This scene did have my favorite line of the movie, but I also can't remember who delivered it because this movie's so stupid.
Yeah.
Which was, try not to move your lips so much when you think.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna say that to someone at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ford and them, they call
McPherson and say like, we're gonna help you bust. We can prove that Henry did it, and we're gonna help you bust him. This is like where Adam Scott is out acting everyone. Back to the hideout. So like I said, this movie was like marketed as a Fast and Furious like adjacent film. And this is where Carrie Ford says, I live my life a quarter mile at a time. He literally says the Vin Diesel line.
And then Shane goes,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And my note here is, Hayden ass hoe ass movie. That line is cool. Everything that man says is stupid as shit.
Yep.
And Like, this movie has no reason, no business, not only stealing that line, but then immediately like breaking the fourth wall to say that it's stupid. What lines has this movie produced that's like none of the writing in here?
This movie's way too confident for its own
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
It really is. It's just as cocky as Carry Forward.
We're not even doing justice for how stupid this is. Like some like
We're
serious,
skimming a lot.
Yeah, this is some serious BS movie. It's just like it's held together by Ice Cube. Like it's held together by the Reaper.
It really is.
Like the bad guys hold the movie together, and
like I wasn't rooting for Ford at any point.
yeah, you're
like,
just like
he's so fucking terrible. So we see the Reapers like scheming, trying to think how they can catch up to the gang, or the pals. It's not a gang. McPherson realizes somehow that Ford is going to LA. I don't know.
Yeah, the McPherson and his
Henderson.
They get now we're back to where I was before. They show up at the diner where they were before, and they're like, "All right, they're going to the Palms." So they go into the Palms where we do get that cool.
So
everything I said
Reaper-
before,
yeah.
we're here now.
Now we're there. Yeah. So the Reapers catch them. We get a cool stunt race through the palm trees. Shane like knocks out one of the
The guy who
Crab
knocks
Man.
out- yeah.
yeah.
It's Eddie Steeples. He played Darnell on My Name Is Earl.
Crab Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he
Crab
was
Man?
also
Yeah.
yeah. He was also one of
He's
the,
like bucket hat and dual wielding revolvers in this movie. It's great.
he's also one of the robbers in Home Alone Holiday Heist, which is
I haven't seen that
another.
one.
Honestly, that movie's better than this. Movie.
I'm sure it is.
It's a bad movie.
This is
That
one of the
one's better.
worst
Is
movies
that the
I've
one with
ever
Malcolm
seen.
McDowell?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
That movie is better than this movie.
Yeah.
So
When she knocks him out, Shane like he's chasing Shane, she crashes her bike. He's like looking for her, and then like she knocks him out with a muffler, and she just goes, "Shouldn't pick on girls." I was like, is that supposed to be feminism?
hashtag feminism.
Yeah.
Girl boss.
2004 as feminism.
It's like when they deliver these quips, it's tongue in cheek. So it's like I can't even. Is this movie supposed to be a comedy? Is it supposed to be a parody? Is it supposed to be?
I don't think anyone put
serious
that much thought into it.
Because like none of the lines land. Ice Cube's lines land.
Yeah. So speaking of Ice Cube, he chases Ford, and they jump onto a moving train, and they're racing their bikes across the top of the train, and then Ford like dodges down between train cars.
This is the two train cars, and he goes
Boop.
and goes in between them, and then
does
busts
a
through the
wheelie
door.
to go through the door and drive through the train. So we got Ice Cube on top, Ford going through the. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Bust out back onto the ground. Trey crashes on the railroad tracks, and he's about to get run over by the train, and Ford saves him. And
I know you're a car guy, but are the motorcycles at least cool?
they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not like a bit. I don't know like what everything is, but like the bikes are very cool.
It's not the bike's fault. They're an animated object.
Yeah.
And sometimes
And there's
the bikes-
there are really cool stunts in this movie. That's like the one thing I'll say is like the motorcycle stunts are dope.
the bikes do better acting than whoever. I
Yeah.
forget his name, and I don't want to know it.
And Martin
Um,
Henderson or
yeah.
Martin
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah,
He's in
Martin
this movie
Lawrence.
now.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence.
Martin Henderson. Yeah.
So they have this really what they think is supposed to be like a very cool like. So if this is the
It's
train-
an audio format, Ugie.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, my
I'll-
bad.
So so the train
Ice
is
Cube and Ford are on the opposite side of a train, and the train's still passing because it just ran over. There's also a huge explosion.
yeah,
it
Ice
doesn't
Cube's
even-
bike is like C4.
Yeah, it just fucking
Um,
explodes. So they're on opposite sides of the train, and the train's passing. So you get this. It's a cool shot where they're each standing on the opposite side of the train, and they can see each other every
Like as
little
the
gap.
trains
as
cars
the
are
train-
going by and
And so like it happens like 2 or 3 times, and Ice Cube or Ford has a gun, and then after like the 4th one where the train goes away, Ford has disappeared, and it makes literally no sense. And then he gets picked up by Shane,
yeah.
and
And Shane hops right back into the passenger seat and just like lets him drive. Like
well, not only that, how did she get there? They were on a train going somewhere. Like they didn't even. They were on a train going that way. She just pops up
after
like
crashing her bike and fighting someone else. And whatever. So she picks him up, lets him drive her bike. I like everything up until this point is like Shane being a badass and like not letting Ford be the hero, and then she's just like, all right, bitch.
She likes him now.
Yeah. We cut
now she can be a trad wife.
We cut to Trey and Sunny. Oh, trad wife. We cut to Trey and Sunny trying to figure out what happened. Like, why did he save me if he killed my brother? Like, it's not adding up. We see Shane and Ford catch up with Val and Dalton at a gas station in the pouring rain, scheming how the fuck they're gonna get out of here. And they see a truck, and they just load their bikes onto the truck and hop in it.
I just want to hate on Shane's actress a little bit more.
Yeah,
she says something where they're like, "Oh, where were you?" And she was like, "Oh, we stopped to get manicures." And then she like does this and flips him off. And I just wanted to also note that, like, I wrote, she can't pull off the bad bitch like Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez would have done that, and it would have been cool. Role. Yeah, you put Michelle Rodriguez in this movie, and it's better.
It's better.
It's just better. But like somehow it just everything falls so flat.
Yeah, she's not cool. Anyway, so they hop into this like race truck, or it's not a race, it's a truck carrying a race car.
Yeah.
They cut the bolt, and I don't know how they got 3 600-pound bikes up into this truck without the driver noticing. So agents McPherson and Henderson show up again. He's such an asshole. They use the security camera footage to figure out that they jumped on the truck, I think.
Yeah. They're like questioning a worker at this like 7-Eleven in the desert, and he's like tired or something. He's like, "Hey, where is it?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, 3 dudes, 1 girl.
He's like cupping fake boobs.
Bikes.
Yeah.
Where? And he's like, I like girl. I don't.
It's so weird. So now they're in the back of the truck, and we get more Ford and Shane. Will they? Won't they? They're like about to kiss, and then the truck stops because it's stopped by the police at a checkpoint.
I wish the police would stop this movie.
And I wish the police could stop this movie from happening. And like they're having the trucker open the back, and then like one of the local cops recognizes him as a local legend on the stock car circuit, and he's like, "Oh, he's good. He's fine. Let him go." So they don't get caught this time.
My note for their little like kiss scene is, "Please just kill me."
Yeah. So we cut away to Henry and his gang at like state park, robbing a vending machine. It's so weird. As they're about to leave
with the chain, right?
Yeah, he like breaks a vending machine with a chain, and they're all like stealing stuff.
I'm assuming it's the same chain that was used to kill.
No, this is just a regular like link chain.
Oh.
It's not
it's
not a motorcycle chain. And then we get the best cameo of the film because it's 2004. Dane Cook pops up on a motorcycle. Yeah. And he's asking if he can get pictures because they're real bikers. And we email photos to people on our buddy list. That just fucking killed me.
I didn't think this was actually kind of funny.
This was funny. And like Henry and China pose for the photo and then beat the shit out of Dane Cook.
And then they take a picture of him on the ground with like a black
with
eye.
his own camera. Anyway, so unnecessary. Just had to put Dane Cook in the movie. All right, so McPherson catches up with the truck. So now, like, shit's gonna get real. They're gonna get caught. And when they bust the truck open, Ford is driving the race car that was parked in the back of it, and he jumps it out of there, and they use it to run off. And the other guys are on their bikes. McPherson, I don't know if we've mentioned, is driving a really sweet Hummer, like an actual like military Hummer, all blacked out. So he's like literally just running innocent drivers on the LA freeway off the road to chase him down.
We had a cool little bit. Ice Cube. There's like there's a blockade, and Ice Cube pulls up on his bike, and then he's just like, "Fuck this!" And he sees that he sees Ford has escaped, so he goes to chase after him, and the police are just like, and he's like, "Fuck the police!"
Yeah, Ice Cube.
Nice.
Very nice. And then we get Dane Cook cameo number 2 in a beautiful yellow Porsche 911 Carrera.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like on the phone with the motorcycle dealership trying to return his bike because he got humbled by Henry. There is a shot here that I think the entire movie was built, like a director had an idea where he's like, I want someone to rev a motorcycle throttle. So like for the audio audience, you can picture like twisting back on the throttle with your hand, and the camera follows the twist of the hand. So like the hand doesn't move, but the whole shot pivots around the hand. Is like such a cool shot. And I swear this is the only reason this movie exists, is to set up that shot.
So like right now there's a race where Ford is evading both the FBI and Ice Cube, and because he's in the race car and he's trying to escape everyone, but Ford knows that they're really after him, we get this really awkward, like, okay, now they're back in love, so he's kissing Shane, but they're also going 170 miles per hour. It shows the speed.
Yeah.
And he's like
approaching traffic.
Yeah, it's LA traffic in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
They're on the 405. This
Yeah.
makes literally zero sense. And he's kissing her and then trying to get out, like, I'm going to get out of the stock racing car. Like, they're bike people.
Right.
Like,
And
I don't
then
even know how they know how to
jumps,
use the shifter.
He jumps onto Dalton's bike.
Yeah.
And then they switch. So he takes Dalton's bike and Dalton jumps into the race car to like go take Shane to safety with Val. It's so
I was like, how are you guys even gonna like?
And so now he's running by himself, and we get like Adam Scott delivers this line of like, Henderson, if you don't like my driving, then you can get out or something. And then he like crashes and flips the Hummer,
This is my least favorite shot of the entire movie.
It's so bad
because like they go off a ramp.
You see the Hummer flipping in the air,
it's
like
flipping
corkscrewing.
Like this. It's doing like
flipping barrel roll multiple times.
Yeah, like this.
And then as it lands on Dane Cook's Porsche, it's just dropping straight down off of a crane.
I'm sorry, people that are in the podcast version of this, that you can't see what I just did with the cars. That was a visual. I don't even want to call it a gag. It was go. You get an opportunity.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the trailer.
It probably would be, because they were probably like, this is going to be cool.
Yeah.
Go look on YouTube.
Don't spend your money on this film. But yeah.
I love there's an ADR. Ford cuts off traffic, and then we just get an asshole. Yeah. I just feel like that was directed at everybody who was a part of this movie.
Yes. Yeah. Also, like, first gen Hummers, if it landed on his roof like that, Henderson and McPherson would both be dead. There's no way.
Also, the airbags do not deploy.
I know. Thank God for airbags.
Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, he says shut up before she even says anything.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking shit.
Because he had just said, like, if you don't like my driving, you can get out. And then he crashes and he says shut up.
So then...
Trey catches Ford. Nobody else does, just Trey.
Yeah. They basically... It's one of those weird scenes where they're like fighting each other, but then they realize, oh, actually, we don't need to be fighting. And like he's like, I didn't do it. Like it was Henry, and Ice Cube believes him because he's not an idiot. And he's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So now they're like, all right, let's team up. So
Ford and the Reapers go get Henry's bikes. We left out a plot point. Yeah. Unfortunately, the bikes. This whole thing started because Henry brought bikes to Ford at Shane's shop, and the tanks of the bikes were full of crystal meth. It's never explained what Ford was expected to do with them. It's never explained what he did with them or why they were brought to him. Now, where we're at, Trey and the Reapers go with Ford to find the bikes full of crystal meth.
Just before we go on, I guess I do want to just kind of... So was the actual plan that Henry would leave them with this guy? Because I think he says that he did a few jobs for him here or there. It wasn't anything. It was just kind of like a very transactional relationship. So the plan was to have him store the drugs, have him then get busted for the drugs, but then McPherson gets the drugs from busting them, but then they're in evidence. So like,
whew, you're giving it too much credit.
I don't. Okay, sorry. I think I skipped ahead there a little bit.
So, okay, Ford and the Reapers get the drug bikes. He calls McPherson and says like, I have the drugs. I can like tell you where Henry's gonna be. Come get him. And McPherson's still like upside down in the car. They got the jaws of life. That was actually a pretty funny shot. Yeah. He's like still stuck in the Hummer. So Trey and Ford go to Shane's shop, like waiting for trouble. We got a couple of Reapers that are like being lookouts outside, being super fucking obvious. Like the crab man is like just sitting on his bike in the middle of the street, like on the phone, like looking around everywhere. Yeah. It's like,
because there were supposed to be lookouts, and my note here was that all the henchmen are getting one hit KO'd. Like Henry Rance got 6 Rhyhorn spamming X accuracy and fissure.
Wow,
that's a Pokemon.
That's a cut. We also get the introduction of the Y2K bike, which I looked up and it was a real thing. Yeah.
That was one of my
a Rolls-Royce jet helicopter engine in a motorcycle.
0 to 200 in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I heard of these things. What's wrong with this one? Yeah. And he pulls out a gun on him for some reason. I don't.
So Henry like knocks out all of the henchmen. McPherson and Henderson come in, and Ford's like, "Why are you here early? Henry's not here yet." And McPherson shoots Henderson. She goes flying, and he's like, "Yeah, dirty cop. I'm gonna help get the drugs. I'm gonna kill you. I'm Adam Scott, and I'm scary." And the big backup plan that Ford has is that he's turned the meth bikes into giant bombs, and he's like got the switch in his hand. He's like, "If you shoot me, we all go up."
This job was mysterious but interesting.
There's like a big fight, punching, like hitting people with motorcycles. There's also like, as they're in a fist fight, like Henry's arm gets like lit on fire, so he's like throwing fire punches, which is just
one line that I liked about this was that when Henry comes in and he's like, he says like, "You really think I was stupid enough to walk into a trap?" And I was like, yeah, that's a good ass question. This is a dumbass plan. Like did you really think that was gonna work?
Yeah.
like oh yeah, you come get the drugs, everything's all good.
Right. Yeah. Boy,
everybody in this scene sucks at shooting because there's a ton of shooting going on and no one's getting hit.
Yeah.
Luther's incredible at fighting, by the way. Luther's actually, his fighting scenes are pretty sick in this.
Yeah. Luther has like big sociopath vibes.
Yeah. And then, but
the kill is great.
Yeah. Though. He gets fucked up. He messes up, and then like somebody has like a bike chain and they drive past him.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube drives past him and it wraps up his neck.
And then like ditches the bike and like just pulls him up into the rafters and hangs him.
And then Ice Cube says like, "That's ironic," or "That was ironic, huh?"
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell. I'm going to ask you, do you think he's saying it's ironic because it's evoking a lynching, or ironic because that's how his...
I didn't even think... I just assumed it was Junior.
Junior?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be both, I guess.
If it's like, "I just hung a white boy," that's fucking hilarious. Then that line is hilarious. I just assumed it was like a bad callback to like,
Isn't he also like a neo-Nazi or something?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
They never really
say it. He's just kind of... He's mildly racist.
The whole crew is white and racist and dealing meth. So
no one else is racist besides Henry.
That's true.
Henry, the Hells Angels... Actually, I'm not going to talk about them. They're cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
I would say that gangs tend to still deal drugs with people in places, regardless of if they like them or not.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can neither confirm nor deny whether they are Nazis or not, but strong chance that they are.
So this whole big fight ends with Henderson popping up, not dead. It hit her in the bulletproof vest, and she's holding the bomb switch and blows Adam Scott's ass all the way to Party Down.
I was like, why did you even need to do that? You're gonna kill yourself to take him out?
But she didn't kill herself.
Oh yeah, she didn't. Well,
She just blew him up. Everyone else like dived out of the way. It was fine.
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
So then we get the girl bike fight. It's about to be a what? A girl fight.
There's a cool shot of Pepsi on China's side and Mountain Dew. Yeah,
on Shane's
yeah,
side.
Mountain Dew on Shane's side.
Ugh.
Is the product placement is on point. I will give him that.
It's very 2004.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I didn't realize that Pepsi and Mountain Dew kind of had a rivalry like that. They're probably the same company. I'm pretty sure Mountain Dew's its own thing, right? Aren't they?
I don't know.
No, I
Can
think
you-
they're bottled by Pepsi.
They're bottled by Pepsi? Okay. Maybe, no, it's Dr. Pepper. That's their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just Pepsi. I'm Pepsi gang. You Coke or Pepsi? You can say neither.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola? Coke or Pepsi?
I guess Coke is more of a Sprite guy.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, all right. Oh, you're Canadian, though. Yeah. I don't know. Suis Québécois, man. Suis un Pepsi, là. Tabarnak.
Yeah. Darn tootin'.
There too.
So, yeah, China, Shane fighting.
It's kind of a cool fight. Not
It's
really, but...
Okay stunts.
Yeah.
I have nothing good to say about this scene.
So what I will say is that China pulls out the butterfly knife
Mhm.
and is attempting to stab Shane.
Like, while they're, like, she's,
Yeah.
like, slashing at her while they're driving their bikes.
So I have a song called Gutta Music that was on Napalm Fire Strikes. And I have a line where I say, I'm the bringer of death, but I don't got a scythe. I got a butterfly knife that'll take your life. I'm the cream of the crop, the ultimate flower. So your ass is grass and my ass a lawnmower. And that I wrote that. I
While
wrote that
watching
when I
this?
watched this the first time.
All right, Jamie Presley, friend of the pod.
Yeah. So I just want to shout out Jamie Presley. Her acting helped inspire my rap career. Sick. Shout out everybody from the label.
Yeah. I know Shane has a line here that I cringed at and didn't write down when she like beats China.
What China says something.
It's not. Worth
China says something to Shane, and it's like, I don't know. It's something super cringy, just like, you better watch where you go, bitch, or something like that.
China says, you messed with the wrong chick.
Yeah,
and
you
then
messed-
Shane knocks her off her bike.
Yeah, no,
It looks like
she gets in front of her. She takes her bike, goes in front of China's bike, backflips off of her bike to kick China
That's
off
right.
of her bike, is now on China's bike, and then she's just fucking.
looks like you did, bitch.
Yeah.
And I delivered that better than Monet Mazur did in this film.
She said, I can't even snap, but
Yeah.
she got served.
Yes.
She got effed in the hay.
So Ford chases after Henry on the Y2K bike, and the note I made is like he jumps on the bike and like takes off out of Shane's garage, and he's wearing sunglasses that he wasn't wearing before. Like undercover brother jumping out the window in his
The
outfit.
Y2K bike comes equipped with sunglasses.
Yeah. And we get the most cocaine fueled CGI blur effects chase scene here of them, like the two of them driving 200 miles an hour in downtown LA on
Henry's
like
bike has NOS.
yeah, he has NOS. God. And it's a fever dream.
Yeah.
Like
They're flying.
they're flying. It's like the blur is weird.
So so Ford's chasing Henry because I think he has the drugs now. I don't really know why
I think
he's
he
chasing
just
him.
wants to finish.
He just wants to finish whatever. So he's chasing. I'm thinking he does have the drugs. I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
I think
he's-
the drugs blew up in the motorcycles.
Yeah, okay. So he's chasing him, and so Henry is now shooting back at Ford, and one of the bullets hits the Y2K bike, but instead of just combusting, what happens, it starts leaking out jet engine fuel, and like a spark lights on the ground, so now there's jet engine fuel that's lit, that's in a trail because the bike is leaking, so engine fuel's coming out of it, and there's a flame that's chasing both of them now, but they're on the bike going so fast, they're outpacing the flame that's being lit. I'm not sure how high the octane is. I know that jet engine fuel is incredibly high octane. So maybe 200 miles an hour. I don't know if we have any jet engineers, Bijan. If you're watching this, please let me know if this scene is feasible or not. So now they're out racing the lit flame, and they're both on their bikes. Again, through downtown LA. And Ford goes up. Does he go off?
He jumps.
Yeah,
there's like a flatbed.
Yeah,
there's ramp up.
Yeah,
and he sees it and he jumps it, and then he lands on top of Henry.
And then they slow down enough because of that for the flame to get to both bikes.
And then Ford jumps as Henry is like exploded. With the bikes. Ford flies down the street and like lands there, and a bus is coming up, and the tire like parks just partially on his face,
and he's completely unscathed.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts of the movie, and you can I don't know, I'm gonna look here. You can do one picture here and the other picture here. When they do the first shot of him going over, like of it exploding, and the bike or the bus rolling over his face, there is clearly like an old, like a middle-aged man with like clean shaven driving this bus. And then when they do the close-up after it gets on, it like goes up to like the bus driver who's like doing Jim Halpert, like, what's happening? And it's like a Hagrid dude. He has like a full beard. They break continuity in like 2 seconds. It's a completely different person.
I totally didn't notice that.
I clocked up the first time I watched the movie. It's ridiculous. Right after this, Shane immediately just pulls up. They have been going 200 miles an hour through traffic. She was fighting
China.
She was fighting under an underpass somewhere. What? Who? How?
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't even deserve our ire. And that's it. We get a finale where like everyone's fine.
The Reapers pop up.
Reapers are good. Faison Love has a great line. Woo! Look at all these dead white folks around here.
I wrote Faison Love is cool.
He is.
We get the ultimate. This is shout out Kyle. I'll do my inside the actor studio.
Inside
whatever.
the Ugie studio.
Inside the Ugie studio. They're making up as they're just like, hey, you know, the BBG and the pals are just like, all right, we did this one time. Good job, guys. And then
you mean the Reapers and the pals?
Yeah, the Reapers and the pals. And then Ice Cube Trey looks at Ford and he's just like, just do me one favor. And he's like, what? Keep your ass out of just do me one favor. What? Keep your ass out of Inglewood. And
the Ice Cube look. And they take off. Shane's garage is literally on fire. And she pitches him some shit, but it's like fine because we love each other. This is like, because they almost kissed in the truck, and then like they finally kissed, and I laughed so hard because their motorcycle leathers that everyone's wearing the whole time like squeak when they go in for the kiss.
And I just wanted the lesson to be learned here just goes to show that you could be a successful businesswoman, but if you don't have the love of a blue-eyed white man, then what are you even doing in your life? You haven't done anything. And that's the real message of the movie. I love that it has the continuity that the fake Han was going to pick up Christina Milian. They're like, hey, what are we going to do? He's like, oh, don't worry. I got to go. I got something to do first. And then we can go to Mexico. And I was just like, because I wouldn't have forgot Christina Milian.
Yeah.
I wish I could forget this movie, but I would never forget Christina Milian. I don't really want to forget anything that the Reapers did. It was a good...
I would watch a Reapers sequel.
I think that's Biker Boys, and we can watch that.
Oh, bro, it is Biker Boys.
In true Torque fashion,
the outro.
The outro is Nickelback.
It is Nickelback.
And I know, shout out Canada. But I mean,
they're like literally like in the desert, like all of them riding off into the sunset to Nickelback, and I'm just like, boy, boy, and that is fucking torque.
Yeah, these can be called fun facts. Director Joseph Kahn stated that he never intended Torque to be a serious action movie. He viewed it as a satire or a piss take. So I guess I answered my own question of the Fast and the Furious franchise. This is why the stunts are intentionally impossible. He wanted to see how far he could push the cool factor before it became cartoonish. You fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's not cool.
Cartoons are cooler.
But it's this cartoonish in the bad way. It's just not good.
It's so bad.
The film was nominated for several Taurus World Stunt Awards. The production used real professional riders for the non-CGI sequences, though many of the street bikes were actually dirt bikes modified with fiberglass fairings so they could handle desert jumps. They didn't win anything, though.
Yeah, well, the motorcycle stunts were great. Like the stunt unit worked their asses off in this movie, way harder than anyone who wrote, directed, produced, acted. The costumes aren't even that good.
Yeah,
like I actually Val's like Chinese dragon leathers are sick, but like, and I actually grudgingly will admit I like Shane's like blue Triumph leathers with the British flag on the back. But God, it's just such a bad movie.
Shane and Ford, honestly. Everyone in the movie does a decent job. It's just Shane and Ford.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually kind of
the two main characters are so fucking bad.
So insufferable. It makes you not want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Everything else can be like, because then it could be like campy, but like they just make you don't like them. Yeah. They're not likable, and it's strange because yeah. Anyways,
so Ugie, does it hold up?
Absolutely. If you want to watch a bad movie and if you want to watch a movie that's funny and frustrating, I think that's what I used to do. I would be like, hey, we should watch Torque just so I could frustrate people. Don't watch. It was actually worse than I remembered. I like did it to myself finally. I got a taste of my own medicine because in my mind I remembered it positively. And it took me 2 sittings. I was watching it and I was like, I can't. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah. I had to go to bed and wake up and finish the movie. And yeah.
I woke up this morning and I watched it and don't waste your time. Even if it makes you skip this episode. I guess you wouldn't be here listening to me at this point, but it's not a good movie. It's not worth your time. The trailer tells you enough to enjoy this episode of Kev and Ugie, honestly.
But, if you're into that sort
of thing. I paid $4 for this movie.
Yeah. The BBG were into masochism. I mean, you can be too. Film masochism,
fair enough.
Make it hurt a little bit.
Let us know what you thought of it if you watched it. I would love to hear takes of people who loved this movie.
What was the Rotten Tomatoes score again?
22%.
So that means there were
like 22% of critics who scored this positively.
Yeah, somewhat positively.
Siskel gave this 2 thumbs up.
This is what killed Siskel.
God damn. Yeah. That was a noob.
Anything else on this film, Ugie?
No. We should just close the chapter. I know it's fun to sometimes do bad movies, and I have one queued up for us to watch, and it's maybe we'll delay that one.
I will say, like, I don't want this to be a bad movie podcast.
Same.
Because there is clearly a winner in the space who does that better that like we are big fans of. But sometimes I want to do bad movies that we love. Like the entire thesis of Black and White Cinema Podcast is movies we love.
Yeah, there's a bad movie that I hate.
Like, this is a bad movie that you loved. And I like, for whatever reasons, like you loved it because it was bad. That's fine. And so we will do bad movies. But this is, to be clear, this is not a bad movie podcast. And this is, like by far the worst movie we've done. And we thank you for bearing with us. So this has been a very special edition of the Black and White Cinema Podcast from the Creative Block in Seattle. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, send it to a friend, send it to your mom, send it to your pastor. I doubt a pastor would like the way that we talk.
I'm a reverend.
I am too.
Yeah, so we both like it.
Yeah.
Fira would like it. Shout out if you got RAV in front of your name.
Yeah, so please engage. We love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support and all the comments. And we're so thrilled to have you guys with us. You obviously found us somehow, but if you want more ways to connect with us, you can go to allmylinks.com/kev-n-oogie. I'm Kev.
I'm Ugie.
Thank you to Marky Boy Productions, Mark and Mace on the cameras. Thank you to Megan for the logo. And Revolution. Take care.
Peace to all the Nubians filled with the new black consciousness.
We'll see you next time.